Hello again to another Agricolor Reacts, and today we have date night!
Hello!
And it's almost like date night because we'll be watching stuff about your favorite food.
Meatloaf?
Oh,
Burgers, man! We're talking about burgers today.
yeah, and so what's the video?
Video, I cooked 100 years of burgers from the author of Guga Foods.
I've never seen that before, so...
Yeah. I mean,
So let's just go.
he caught me at burger, so let's watch.
Let's just see, and let's
Have
just start.
Watery mouths and good
today's
stuff.
video, I am cooking 100 years of burgers, and we're going to be rating them from 1 to 10, so you know which ones we like best. And
Does that mean that he's gonna cook 100 burgers or 10
No,
burgers?
just 100 years.
In this decade, the
Oh,
started
the
like this.
okay.
At this time, they served hamburger steaks with a fork and a knife. Then one person showed up in a hurry, so they said, "Let me put on some toast for you." And that is how one of the very first burgers were created. In Wendy's
interesting.
Lunch, where they still serve the original burger today. Now the interesting thing is how it was cooked. It was cooked in a vertical broiler that looked something like this. At this time,
Wow.
burgers cost 10 cents. Now obviously I don't have one of these, so I try to improvise as much as possible. These are cooling racks. I'm hoping they're going to work just fine. Now for the patty, I chose 80-20. And as you can see, a nice thick one. So after laying down my burger on the cooling rack, I seasoned the patty with a good amount of salt and pepper. Then I immediately put one right on top. As now I got my sears all and started to broil the beef. Surprisingly, it worked extremely well. And I can only imagine the smell that came out of this in the restaurant. Now they were not crazy because they also toasted their buns. And as far as I know, the very first burger had nothing, just bread and beef. It doesn't get any simpler than that. However, with our research nowadays, they make it like this. And that had a little bit of cheese spread, followed by the broiled
Cheese bread.
Yeah.
slice of onions.
We have
and
cheese
one
spread, don't we?
tomato.
I don't know, do we?
And this
Some
is
kind of
the
bottle
first
squeeze
version.
cheese.
Oh, yeah.
But don't
Huh.
forget
I think
the
they call it
rich
cheese
with
sauce.
nothing.
Yeah.
Now, how did it taste? Well, let's try
Looks
it.
undercooked to me. I wouldn't eat that.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah,
There's no cheese.
I have a
but
weak
think
stomach.
there's no vegetables either.
It is basically meat and sandwich bread. Let's see how it tastes. Cheers, everybody.
Or poor people's food. That's what we used to eat when I was a kid. Slice of toast bread, burger, ketchup, bread, hamburger.
It's really good, but it feels wrong that it's in toast.
Yes.
I'm okay with it being in toast, but I just feel like it needs some cheese. It needs some sauce.
Funny you said that because nowadays they actually make it like this, sir, and it has cheese for you.
Oh, man.
But that's not how it started. That's where we are right now. And this burger, everybody, still being
Which place was
served
that?
today. Cheers.
Louis
everybody.
thing?
I gotta say
Where's that at?
too.
New York, I think. I was looking at the food
That's
and
so
just
much
kind of
better
didn't pay attention,
with
but we can
tomato and the
check it
onions.
later.
Talking about that,
Not a big fan of New
huge
York.
upgrade
Too many
from
people.
This decade to the next. Check it
Comes
out.
from
In
California.
the 1920s, White Castle was born.
White
The price
Castle.
started at
1920s?
25
Did you knew
That's
that?
about 70
No.
cents today.
Ah.
They are known to have invented the slider and the concept of carry out. Now the way they make their sliders are quite unique. First thing to do is to grab some beef. Then to make them at home, you want to lay down some parchment paper and immediately spread a good amount of beef. You want to get them super flat. So for that, I put another parchment paper right on top and pressed it with another sheet. Now I laid it down on a cutting board, and using the back of my knife, I went ahead and scored the beef. This will allow me to break them once they get frozen. Now I remove the parchment paper, and if you're following the original recipes, you must poke 5 holes. You can do it just by using a chopstick.
I don't mind doing that.
Once it's all done,
Yeah,
you
because
Because,
it'll be cooked.
yeah, cooked in the middle.
He's such a paranoid droid in case of the meat.
We got
Yes.
beef ready to be cooked. But there's one more thing that we gotta do, and that is to use the onions. They don't use fresh onions on White Castle. They actually use this, dehydrated one. So we gotta bring them back to life. To do
That's that
we
Big
just
Mac
gotta soak
taste,
them in water.
because they use dehydrated onions, then rehydrate them. It gives you a different flavor than raw onion.
These are Hawaiian
And I like it
sliders. They're gonna
quite a
work
lot.
perfectly for this recipe. So to cook them outside I went. I heat up the cast iron griddle and placed all of the onions in there together with the water. Because instead of getting a nice crust on our meat, we're gonna steam it. Yep, right on top of the onions. And funny enough, the bread goes right on top of the beef. That's the way they still do it today. You see, the idea is that the steam will also heat up the buns. I'm not
Okay,
gonna
but
lie,
what
You
about
put-
the raw meat?
Yeah.
bread on top of the beef.
Only
Because
get
once
toasted
it's fully
later.
cooked, the next thing is to assemble. First, on one side of the bun, they add a little bit of mustard. Next, they scoop the onion in the beef. As now there's left to do is to add some cheese.
I always wanted to go to White Castle, and now I'm kind of like,
Mustard,
Yeah.
well, I guess it have to be safe though.
I'd still try it, but
Yeah.
was extremely popular.
I mean, you have to be safe because it's cooked anyway. Like the meat was cooked in the end.
White Castle
So the bacteria would be
I'm not gonna
killed.
lie, bro. I
Yeah.
saw it being cooked, and I'm not very excited. Let's say that.
You don't like the steaming action on the raw meat, bro?
There's no crust. This thing is gray and sad, bro.
This looks like a boiled burger.
White Castle sounds like we're in the dungeon eating the burger.
There you go. One nickel, everybody. Doesn't get any better than that. Let's give it a try.
I forgot which restaurant I worked at. One of the fast food restaurants where the
Are they changing the background?
It's so soft. It's
I don't
not
know.
a good sauce.
yeah, looks like it.
It's super tender. That's why the pickle is that.
Where the it was at a Burger King. The broiler stopped working. We still had to be open for business, so he fried the burgers in the fryer where the fries went,
To go on to the next.
and served them that way.
In the 1930s, times were tough. It was the Great Depression. But there's one burger that really stands out.
Damn,
for
that
me.
looks nice even now. Like, I love
The
onion like
Orbital
that.
Fried burger. Invented by Ross Davids to
You see,
keep
fried
burgers'
burger.
prices low, he decided to press a handful of onions into his patties to extend the beef supply. Now to make this burger, there's a very interesting technique, and here's how. First, we go ahead and get the griddle nice and hot. Now place the beef right on top, smash it down a little bit, and as it's cooking, add a
smash
good
burger,
amount
huh?
of onions. Then of
Kind
course,
of.
smash it down even more. Now this burger doesn't get any easier than that to make. As after flipping it so that the onions can cook, you want to go ahead and toast the buns. Now in its most basic form, this is it. We got bread, beef, and onions. It is simple, it will feed hungry people, and at the same time, is it delicious? Well, let's find out. The Great Depression burgers from the 1930s.
There's not any spices, salt, or nothing into it, is it?
No.
Are you guys
Yeah.
ready to try this?
Smells great.
That's right, everybody. Cheers.
Hopefully that onion is gonna add
Well,
its
that's a
flavor
lot
to
of
it.
onion.
That's too much onions.
That's definitely too much onion.
Just the onion.
Oh, no, that's just behind them, huh? The couch and stuff.
What do you think, Leo?
The onions have such an overpowering sweetness that's what you get mainly.
There can't be too much flavor. So I made a burger last time that had too much tomato. I love tomato, but it was too much tomato, and that's all you tasted.
Yeah,
Was
you
just
remember
tomato.
you saying that.
Feed a lot of people. Still, this is a delicious burger.
Meat should be the main thing, though.
Yeah.
In the 1940s, things were about to change forever. That's when McDonald's was invented. Originally a barbecue
Arch
restaurant,
Deluxe.
in the 40s, they
That
switched
was a
to
nice
service
burger.
only burgers, fries, drinks, milkshakes, and pies. Also, McDonald's cheeseburger only cost 19 cents. And the way it was made was slightly different than today.
Look how the prices haven't changed in like 30 years from 1910s. In that first burger when it was 10 cents to this one, it's 19. It's only 9 cents more expensive and it's 30 years later. And see now on the prices how they are, let's say, 30 years ago, like in 80s, how much were the burgers in McDonald's? Remember?
Yeah.
And how much are they now?
They're expensive.
The price thing, the inflation and stuff, it's massive.
Especially how it delivered. I think it was Uber Eats. They're selling one burger for over €8 for one burger.
But they're not much cheaper anyway if you go there. It's like 7.
It's a big difference. I'd rather pay
Not anymore.
Are you guys ready?
walk to the store rather than delivered.
Let's dig in,
But they
John.
upscale
Cheers, everybody.
their prices. Not upscale.
That's a classic.
They raise prices up.
Burger right there, everybody. Wow.
That's way better than McDonald's.
Especially from the last burger that we had that was more onion than burger.
Also at the same Burger King, they told me the Whopper took about 45 cents to make.
Things we're getting.
That's why they're able to still sell it for $1 and make a profit.
Cheese in, not charge an arm and a leg for it.
And they always tell me how much is
Don't knock that
the Whopper
burger,
worth.
it's delicious. With
You know,
that being said, let's jump
$3,
on
$4, $5.
In the 50s,
It's only worth as much as the customer is willing to pay. Always remember
There you
that.
go, Whopper.
The song is okay.
Yep, things started getting really
Just
They
say
sell corn
Lucy.
dogs.
Also, the category we know and love was created, but it didn't look like this. This is actually what it looked like. Now, there's a very interesting burger that was invented in the 50s, and that would be this one. It's called the steam burger. First up, we gotta get a big patty, and just like the name says, we gotta steam this meat. I placed my patty into the steamer.
big patty
followed
as
by
well,
some
huh?
white
Yeah,
chocolate,
it's
covered
where like
it
a
up, and let
thick
the whole
burgers.
thing steam. Now, instead of using a regular burger
Did you see
bun,
he melted
they
the thing
used
in the
Orbital.
ramen
This is
in
quite
steamer?
different than normal buns, and the taste is
Interesting.
very light, but also very delicious. And the best part was that it was toasted with butter. The 50s knew what they were doing. So to
Jack in the Box
assemble,
does
it's
that.
very simple. I lay down a
You roll in
slice of
Oh,
butter,
I see way too
and then
much
you
of
some mayo,
throw 'em in the toaster.
mustard,
Oh.
then the tomato goes right on top. We can't forget about the lettuce and pickles, as now it was time for the beef. And we cannot forget one thing, the cheese. To be specific, the steamed white cheddar. Now that is
That looks nice.
Yeah.
I have to try that.
Cooked cheese tastes a lot better than throwing a cold piece of cheese on it.
it does.
Yeah, I saw you making this and you steamed it, so
That steaming that cheese is just a really good idea.
Steaming is okay, everybody, for a burger.
I bake my beef like mini meatloafs for people watching.
Cheers, everybody.
This way it's cooked all around evenly, not charred.
Yo.
It's a mess.
Yeah, it's a mess because it's big.
It's very messy. It's a mess, but it is a very juicy.
Still
burger,
undercooked for
I
me.
have to say.
Of course you would say that.
My burgers aren't juicy.
Even though I'm still missing the
No, they're dry.
but I
Yeah.
cannot say
No,
But
they're
they're
not dry,
cooked.
but
Food poisoning is no
they're
joke.
very well cooked.
Yes.
Often they're dry because they're overcooked. But they are good burgers when you do them right and you don't overcook them.
to the 1960s.
In the 1960s, Chick-fil-A was founded.
Really?
So
Really?
was Red Robin's. At this point in
Never
time,
heard about Red
burgers
Robin's.
went from being
like
an
a
American classic
TGI
to slowly
Fridays.
spreading throughout the world. However, there's one iconic burger that stands out from the rest, and we're talking about the Big Mac. And funny enough, it was created because of a competition. McDonald's wanted to compete
Big
with
Boy.
the Big Boy hamburger, but instead they created one of the most popular burgers in history. And this is what
I don't
makes
know, I
it
never
so
ordered it.
famous, the
Big Mac?
sauce.
Yeah.
To make
I
it,
always
there's
go
several
for like a
different
special ones that they
versions.
have on the
Like
thing.
most
Because I want to try something new. I know Big Mac gonna be always there. So I know you order. So I think the only time when I had it to try it was just from you.
I enjoy it. It's really good.
And the Big Mac sauce,
The way I eat my Big Mac.
this was also one of the very
They
When
ordered
actually
it-
he's making Big Mac, you have to make it.
Yeah.
You should rewind and see how
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, I
got
gotta see that recipe. But I always have not just extra amount of sauce, but a lot of sauce on the side, where I'm able to dip the burger into the sauce, which is clumped on there. and
Can
eat
you
that
get
way.
them burger Big Mac sauce in the States in McDonald's?
Yes, you just ask for a Sunday lid full of Big Mac sauce, and then a Sunday lid full of dehydrated onions. Because when I dip it in sauce, I also dip it in onion.
Now this is
I eat it that way. It's so delicious.
I wish
Um,
that it still looked like
I asked for that here in Ireland, and they said no, we don't do that. I said, I'm willing to pay for the sauce. Nope.
On the 1960s,
I just don't do it. Okay.
the Big
So I can't enjoy the Big Mac the way I want it.
A little bit too many of these in my life.
I had quite a few as well, everybody. Big Mac is a classic.
These burgers don't look authentic. They're too good.
McDonald's
They offer a bigger one, but it doesn't taste the same.
I've never seen a McDonald's.
They offer like a Big Mac XL or something like that. It doesn't taste the same.
But now after seeing this, yo, this is no joke.
Let's give it a try, everybody. Cheers.
Like Burger King has their own version of a Big Mac later. It's not actually not that old. The Big King.
That sauce
Okay.
is so good.
Yeah, it looks smaller than the Big Mac, but it has a perfect taste to it. Oh my god, it's delicious. But I normally go for the Big King XL because it's bigger. It doesn't taste the same, but it does
Pretty
trick.
much because it feels good today.
True.
That is delicious. And now we're going to go and jump into the 1970s.
In the 1970s, the burger cost about 69 cents, and the newly invented grill at that time was the Big Green Man.
See the jump in the price between 40s and 60s now?
Yeah.
It's nearly twice the price.
Unique square patties.
Nearly.
They really
Because
really
they're not
stand out
frozen.
from the
They actually
rest.
come
That's why
refrigerated.
they kept saying fresh, never frozen. This is a good thing because fresh.
Whereas
meat is
Burger King,
always
McDonald's,
better.
Jack in the Box
Now,
all
to
have
cook
frozen
the
beef.
original Wendy's burger is pretty simple. We got a nice hot grill.
At least when I was working at those restaurants.
Of course, don't forget to taste the
Worked out
buns.
quite a few.
For the assembly, they started with the top bun. First,
Well, this is from last month, so if they say that they're still saying it's fresh, never frozen, so I'm guessing that's
Yeah.
what it is.
That hot square patty, followed by lettuce.
You gotta get the
sliced
Baconator.
tomato,
That one's
onions,
good.
And pickles. Then top it off with the top bun. Now this is Wendy's original burger. Does fresh, never frozen really make
No, it's
it good
undercooked.
either? Well, let's find out.
And here we have
You won't see
the
pink in
fresh,
any
never
fast food
frozen.
restaurant.
I know.
Groovy
Yeah,
era.
Jack in the Box, you have to actually cut in the middle, lift it up
This
to see if it's
guy,
pink inside. If
man.
it's pink, it's
So
not done.
this is the Wendy's
No pink
original
whatsoever.
burger. I hope I did its justice.
Each
Leo, go
one of
ahead and
them?
grab it.
Damn, there's no
No crust
Because
that's the original and the right way.
McDonald's uses a
So,
clamshell.
No.
Tastes fantastic.
Each of the burger patties?
Yeah,
Give
yeah.
it a try. Cheers, everybody.
McDonald's uses a clamshell where it cooks evenly on both sides at the same
Okay.
time.
There's something to be said
You
about
always check
fresh,
one,
never
make sure the batch is
This might be
okay.
one of my favorite burgers on this list
At
so far.
Jack in the
This is
Box, you
damn
check
good.
each patty because there's just a flat grill.
Oh.
It is a Wendy's burger.
McDonald's breakfast is a flat grill, except for the sausage patties, use clamshell.
Let's jump into the
Burger King uses a boiler,
My era.
so you have
That's here
heat.
we are too.
Which one?
1980s.
Now we're in the
Nice.
80s, and burger prices were
Sorry,
on
I
the
No problem.
interrupted you.
No problem.
Another huge burger.
But
chain
you always check a patty once in a
created by
while.
my father and his 4 sons. These 5 guys
Oh, you finished.
Yeah, oh yeah. I want to see the video. Burger King uses a boiler. And
Boiler?
Yeah, you put on a chain, and it goes slowly through it, and there's flame on
Oh,
the bottom,
broiler.
flame on the top,
I thought you said boiler.
with shields on it. So it's not the actual flame that touches it, just the heat from it.
Oh, okay.
But the cooking method does bring in the taste. So it tastes a lot better from Burger King. That's why I enjoy Burger King.
I do like that tomato brand.
Yeah,
Well,
I think it looks nice.
okay.
Okay. Onto the burgers.
Wanted to choose quality and flavor over profits. And I'm talking about Five Guys. And I'm going to be making their all-the-way burger. I mean, take a look at this burger. It is incredible. They do something most burger joints don't do. Let me explain. That one has sauteed onions and mushrooms. Just cook them up like you normally would and no big deal. But I want you to notice one thing. There's no
I wouldn't mind
seasoning
burger
on
with
them
onion-
at
mushrooms.
all. And the same goes for the burger patties. The interesting
Really?
thing is that if you want seasoning on your burger, you gotta ask for it in Five Guys. And I totally understand where they're coming from. Because the American cheese they put on it, it already has plenty of salt. So once the burger is perfectly cooked, they go ahead and add 2 slices of American cheese and put an additional patty right on top. Toast up the buns. Once that's done, the bottom bun gets a little bit of ketchup, followed by mustard, those beautiful sauteed onions, mushrooms, crispy bacon, a good amount of mayo on the top bun, followed by shredded lettuce, pickles.
If you guys ever come to
Now
Ireland,
that actually makes me want to go to Five Guys and try it, because just the mushrooms, like literally, because of the mushrooms. And I never really like, I don't really eat that much burgers if I'm in the fast food video. I usually go for chicken now.
yeah.
So like, that actually kind of looks nice.
So this.
When I was living in Vegas, the first job I had there was at Five Guys for a few days. They said I had it wouldn't work out because I couldn't yell loud enough.
Jesus.
They had the radio playing very loud, and you had to yell louder than the radio for the customer's number. And I couldn't do it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're not going up.
Very soft
This is
spoken.
the first one with bacon. Out of the whole video, the first one, I don't even like bacon like that.
Their French fry method is they cook it for about a minute
Bacon
or a
on
minute and a half, something like that. Then they take it out, let it drain, and then they cook it again. That's their method of cooking fries.
Because that's
Unique.
The preferred one. Coming out by cooking it first on lower temperature and then cooking it again on higher or the other one.
There was one burger that was also a hit. It was called the Big and Tasty
Big and
from
Tasty.
McDonald's. They made that
a lot of McDonald's in there.
from Burger King.
Yeah.
The Big and Tasty
The Big and Tasty back then,
to make
it was just like the
easy,
Whopper
into a food processor
or
with yolk,
the,
followed by oil, and blend everything on high.
Jumbo Jack.
And added
It's all the same
followed by
ingredients.
salt, sugar,
Bun,
garlic powder,
beef,
mustard, barbecue
optional
sauce,
cheese,
and lime juice. Now blend
lettuce,
everything
tomato,
on
onion.
high, and there you have it.
Same
the
thing.
Big and Tasty sauce. Now it's called Big and Tasty.
There was
for
no
a
special
good
big and tasty, it was
reason.
just regular
You got a
cheese.
Big burger. So it starts off on the grill, and unlike Five Guys,
At least in California, where I was working.
a good amount of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper. Now to a
But they
simple
changed the Big and
recipe,
Tasty here,
you
I
get a good
think.
amount of Big and Tasty
I wouldn't know.
sauce, followed by
No, the
cheese,
McDouble.
that mustard
The
pepper,
McDouble when I was working at
another
McDonald's
slice of
was a...
cheese, shredded
We're missing
lettuce,
out, babe.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Just tell me to stop.
The McDouble was a 10 or 1.10, whatever it's called, the smaller patty. Exact same way, except it's smaller. Those are called the McDoubles. Then they changed it to where it was like a double cheeseburger.
Oh, okay.
You know, just bun, beef, cheese, onion, ketchup, mustard, and more bun. So, difference. Yeah, I'm sorry.
and that big
I'm excited about burgers,
Now,
folks.
this is the
I like my
Big and
burgers.
Tasty. I can't believe McDonald's took this.
There's a
one
reason
out.
why I decided to.
I can understand
Yeah.
the
Make a
reason
reaction
why.
to this
And
one
we're
with you.
about to find out really
Undercooked!
Because take a look at this.
That's
burger.
not.
Come on.
Undercooked.
I can
No,
have
it's
burger
not.
It is.
today.
You see, guys, what I'm living with?
Yes.
You see, in the 90s they did it right.
It's a big burger.
There's a reason it's called Big and Tasty, everybody. So the Big and Tasty is.
It's a medium-sized burger. I can make a big burger.
Cheers, everybody. Cheers.
One bigger will fill you up.
Bro.
From me.
Bro, that is so thick.
It's a big patty.
Completely different than anything we've had. And the cheese is different too.
I don't know how I feel about the cheese.
Really?
I think American cheese would have been better.
It's good, but it's so different that I enjoy it. But now let's jump into 2000s.
Now I'm a teenager.
Now, in the 2000s, Wendy's was having a problem. Since their owner passed away, they created the Baconator so that it will blow up with young men. And that's exactly what happened. It saved Wendy's from selling the company. And the burger costed about $4. The Baconator still exists today. And to make it, it's quite simple.
69 cents in the 60 something,
don't
and $4
forget
now in
shredded
2000s.
frozen. Give your buns a nice toast. then
I think their
add
numbers are
mayo
off.
and ketchup. Both of the
Huh?
patties get
I think their numbers are off.
followed
It
by
doesn't really matter
slices
if they
of
offer or not,
bacon.
but it just kind of shows the
Now
whole
place one on
average
top
how
of
much.
the other,
What they're selling it
and
for.
bottom bun.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
this is the Baconator, and even today, it makes a lot of young men really happy. Don't believe me?
Jack Box has something
But
similar.
then kind of no. My point is, if you kind of look at the prices now, let's say 69, how much people were earning, and how much they could buy those, yeah.
Yeah.
And then in 2000s they were $4, but the wages didn't really change that much, that time. So
I can't. I always have the rule: if I never pay for a meal more than I make in an hour, simply because that's just too expensive. That's why I won't pay $8 for a burger. I'll look at it, I'll stare at a picture, and then I'll make it at home.
Yeah, but
know,
you're
$2
earning more than that.
So we just
Yeah.
had bacon for the first time in this burger.
Because
and now
the
we have
ingredients
2
cost
much
less
bacon
than
on
one
it.
burger, and you can make
Ready to give
2
it a
burgers.
try? It is
My
what's
style.
going on today, so let's see if the Baconator is actually a good nader or a bad one. Wow, that was so cheap.
That was so cheesy. God
The good
damn,
nader
bro.
or the bad nader?
Cheers.
Cheers.
You're kind of funny.
Damn.
This tastes almost identical to the Wendy's Baconator.
Yeah, half pound of beef, 6 slices of bacon.
I mean,
It's crazy good. And by
Even
far
Burger
the
King has something that tastes
unhealthiest burger on this
really
list.
good.
Yeah, but it's
That's
a
similar to
good
that.
one, I'll tell you that.
It is
I mean, it's
still good,
amazing.
but
So everyone did kind of like,
Yeah, everybody has the same burgers.
well, yeah,
You know,
it's not that many that you can do.
Media is at its peak.
That's why you always
Oh.
get the
When you
featured.
have the next burger. That's when this was invented. The ramen burger. Now, if
Huh.
you've never
What?
tasted This you should, as this was very popular in the 2010s. But the original
I never
version
heard about
was
it.
like this.
Yeah, but-
And I was pretty,
You wanna get
like,
two containers,
often
just
on the
they
internet,
did
like
some
every day.
Plastic so things would get out easy. Once you have both of them, go ahead and cook some instant noodles and mix them up with some eggs. You should have a texture like this in the end. Now place them on a bowl that we just made, press them down with another container, as now you want to go ahead and cook them until they're fully solid. Because you want to toast those noodles exactly the same way you do with buns. Oh yeah, now you can be as creative as you like going forward. But the original version was like this. You want to go ahead and cook up some quail eggs. Get them
Quail
nice and
eggs,
crispy.
wow.
To assemble, you want to use a little bit of teriyaki
Where's this
sauce
burger
on the
from?
bottom noodle bun.
I don't know.
Which is just
Burger
internet?
we just cooked, and those fried quailed eggs. Finish it off with more teriyaki sauce, and of course the top noodle bun. Now get ready
Oh.
for an Instagram photo and post it online. As this was very popular in the 2010s. The question
Where?
is how did it
Yeah.
taste? Well,
I
let's
never,
find out.
seriously, I never
Here we
heard
got
about it.
2010.
Yeah, things got weird.
That is not a burger. What is that? That's noodles on a patty.
Okay, can we just try it before it breaks?
All right, enough talking. Welcome to the 2010s. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
It's rather. I mean, the taste could be nice. You know, the teriyaki, the eggs.
Nobody told me that the noodles were flavored. Is there like some kind of teriyaki?
A lot of egg in it though,
100%.
because you have the egg in the noodles as well.
It is delicious.
I haven't tried it yet. I have no comment.
You made it once. I'm glad you made it again. But damn, this is the messiest burger in the world, okay?
This is a really good burger, but not as good as the burgers we have nowadays, like the burger that changed my life, Google's creation.
This is a smash burger, everybody. I highly recommend. It is a delicious burger. If you've never had
Smash
a
burger.
smash burger done properly, I highly recommend. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below which one did you enjoy the most and which one was something that you've never seen before. If you
That
did
one
enjoy
there.
That
it,
one,
hit
yeah.
the
For sure.
Burger from space. If aliens come to Earth and just make a burger, it'll be that one.
Yeah, exactly. So, what's going on there?
What's that?
I don't know, the computer kind of froze on me there. So, which one would you like?
All of them were really look pretty good.
The first one was just with bun.
Yeah, that's how I did. That's what my mom did burgers when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
Toast, beef. We actually had ketchup on it, and then more toasted bread.
No.
So that was a burger when I was a kid. This burger, this last one, I wouldn't
You wouldn't
consider that
try
a burger.
it?
No, I'll try it, but
Oh, you wouldn't consider a burger because there's no bun on it?
most likely the egg,
Okay.
the teriyaki. Oh, the Hawaiian burger, someplace in Pasadena. It was, bun beef. What kind of cheese? Not Swiss cheese, but it had pineapple. I'm not sure. Tid likes pepper jack. It had pineapple,
And teriyaki sauce?
teriyaki sauce.
We have to try that now next time.
Yeah, and then I think Carl's Jr. has the teriyaki burger with lettuce and tomato, and those are freaking amazing. I mean, the pineapple in the burger, delicious.
You like pineapple,
Yeah.
you have no problem with it on the pizza.
Does pineapple belong on burgers?
Yeah, of course.
Like
Yeah.
pizza? Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah, a lot of fruit actually belongs in a lot of meat.
Yeah.
It's like, you have cranberry sauce for turkey and stuff like that. There's apple sauce. There's a lot of fruit people just, because it's sweet and thing, actually sweet and savory. Meaty, it goes really nice in my opinion.
A banana burger?
I'm gonna have to try it to see. Never had it, but... anything else?
The Baconator. I'd probably go for the Baconator.
Baconator?
Yeah.
I don't think I had it.
Oh man.
Well, I had it in Wendy's maybe once or twice in my life, so I can't
Gotta
say
get the
that.
Frosty. And the chili.
Definitely had the frosty. Not sure about the chili though. Yeah, next time.
That's good stuff.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it. Let's
Alright.
watch more food videos.
I don't know actually. No. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow and see Eric next week. Bye.
Bye.